If you've attended our sessions this week, you've heard it said many, many times and many ways that no matter how well a machine is designed and built, it takes the right set of supporting services to help you reach next level productivity. And if you've been with us this week, you know Jenny Olson, who is my next level expert when it comes to this topic. Jenny's back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
A lot of the job sites our customers have a lot of complexity on their job sites. So how do you work with them to improve their productivity?
In order to improve something, you really need to be able to measure it and understand where you are today, and that's where it all starts. On any job site, whether it's a small site or a large site, you need to understand the current status. But on a large job site, it can be very difficult to get that bigger picture and a good overview. So we are launching some tools where you can visualize from the office what is going on the job site so that you can make smarter decisions. This week at ConExpo, we are launching a suite of tools that help you get better insight in your productivity. And I wanted to start talking about one of these tools that's called Connected Map. Connected Map is a digital map where you can see all machines on a job site in real time. Not only the machines, but actually also other types of vehicles, trucks, cars, and even pedestrians. And you can use this with Volvo machines or other brands of machines as well.
And this is what they're seeing up here, right?
That's absolutely right. So you get a better visibility, and it's a flexible configuration so that each user from the office can build different dashboards and be able to see what is going on the job site. First, you need to connect all your machines, vehicles, pedestrians, whatever you have on your site. After that, you can build the map from the office. You can set different zones, load and dump zones, speed zones, and from the office be able to identify bottlenecks and redirect the traffic. For example, if you have 2 load zones, and in one pile you have an excavator waiting for trucks, and in the other pile you have an excavator with 5 trucks in line, you can make smarter decisions and send a few trucks over to the other load zone. One of the zone you can build is a speed zone where you can set, say, 5 miles an hour for a safety reason. When the machines approach that area, they are going to automatically let go of the throttle and slow down inside that zone. That's a very useful safety feature, around the staff parking lot, around buildings where you have people walking in and out, for example. The map is using GPS. It is sending the location data on all your assets on the job site to that cloud, and you can access it from the portal. But if you want more data, more in-depth data about your productivity, we are offering another tool that we call Performance Indicator. Performance Indicator is working in conjunction with our built-in scales in the machines, onboard weighing, so that you can also follow up on productivity, fuel efficiency, machine utilization, and other parameters on your job site.
Now, you mentioned the map, and I know that a lot of people can see it in the portal on our website as well, or on this dashboard. What about loadout, right?
Connected loadout adds another piece of it so that you can also support incoming trucks that are not in your fleet. Incoming trucks to pick up material if you are working with the loadout process. How it works is that your truck drivers would install an app on their phone, and they can place orders. So they select the material and how much capacity they have.
Wow.
Or how much material they want. Once the order is placed, the loading machine, it could be a wheel loader, it could be an excavator, would get a notification saying you have a truck coming in, but he won't be here until 10 minutes. That way you can easily plan your work, take a break, or clean up around the pile and plan better. Another good example where you want to use this is if you say you have 3 incoming trucks. Truck number 1 and 3 will get material from one pile, and the second truck from another pile. Instead of going back and forth you do number 1 and 3 first, get done with that material before you head to the other pile. This can save you tons of money. It's less stressful for the operators, and you will be more organized. All load tickets are stored digitally, and they're very easy to access.
Great, so we're going to take a look at a video. We have a video that sort of shows you exactly what Jenny's been talking about. Take a look at this video, watch this.
So I'm going to put my order in through the Volvo app before I get to the site. Just a quick touch of the button with the phone. So now I'm going to head towards the site and get loaded up.
We have mapping function. We can see how far away they are, what kind of time it is, and then they can basically follow that map right to the loader. So they get to the right pile, the right material, there's no mistakes there. They come there, we start loading. They can also see in elapsed time to see how long the truck's sitting, if they had to wait in line. Once we're done, we complete the order, then that ticket is generated in the cell phone of the operator. So all that information quickly and seamlessly given to the truck operator to either give to the scale or utilize for themselves. So it really makes it easier. Have the loader operator be as organized as possible.
When I hit this 0 arrow here, the data gets sent to the portal, and I can follow up on my productivity.
Ultimately, this kind of app streamlined. You get a lot better connectivity between our trucking fleet and the excavator or loader operator at the quarry.
We select those trucks that come in, load them. Basically, that whole project is logged inside the device. We can extract it either through the cloud or through a USB to give to the customer. Really check this function out. Really intuitive, excellent system. You won't be disappointed.
So I'm gonna head off the site. Very simple and easy.
It's like you're covering a lot amount of types of sites and operations with all these different digital tools. So what about larger projects like infrastructure projects? Is Volvo offering anything that will help improve their productivity as well for larger projects?
Funny you ask. Yes, of course we do. We are offering another tool which is similar to what I explained, but more aimed towards these very large projects where you have many different machines and companies involved. We call it Task Manager, and it's aimed for either infrastructure or very large construction, where you can visualize progress. So you can, for example, see, are we on track? Are we delayed? Are we ahead of time? You can get...
It's exactly what it says, right? Task Manager, right? So
yes.
It's actually looking at all the tasks you have at hand.
Many tasks on a job site like that, they are dependent on each other. So you want to make sure you don't have machines coming in too early and so on. And with this tool, the Task Manager, you can get a very good overview of the progress. You can have the data access from any device, anywhere in the world, as long as you're connected to internet.
Wow.
And very good for moving large amount of material, following up on the targets. You can have several machines or all your machines working towards the same target on a job site. The tool really helps you with the planning aspect. So as I mentioned, you want to make sure that you are on track, that you're not getting delayed. Without any follow-up like that, you might realize that you're delayed once it's too late.
After it's passed, but with this tool, it keeps you on task, right?
Yes,
so
you can
exactly.
say, hey, we're not going to meet the target in 1 week, so let's make some changes already.
Before you get to that point, right? Yeah. And I love one of the other things you talked about. So larger number of equipment, you have so many more moving parts, right? So you need those tasks to be organized that way.
Exactly, correct? And it's not only a lot of machines. It could be different companies and contractors involved as well. And it's not only for Volvo machines. This is a completely brand agnostic tool where you can have any machine we can help you set up.
So one of the things I love that you said, it can be connected by cell phone, any cell phone. All of it needs to be connected by the internet. And how does the machine get the internet connection?
We build majority of our machines with a 4G modem today. If you have older machines without that capability, we will help you get that installed so that you have internet access, because that's, of course, you need that to be able to use these services. So as long as you have a decent coverage, you can use it from the machine or from a cell phone. And in the loading machine, so you have an excavator with onboard weighing, and you are in a location with spotty connection, that's not a problem. All the data is stored locally in the machine, and next time you get internet access, it sends all that data.
So I know we've been rolling this out in North America, select users in North America. What kind of benefits have they seen?
Each site is different, of course, depending on what you do, but one thing is really common. You get visibility to the bigger picture and be able to see what's going on your complete site from inside the office. Also, improved efficiency of processes and workflows, and it's extremely helpful to identify those bottlenecks that I was talking about earlier, where you have machines waiting in line to be loaded. Bottlenecks around scale house is another thing, where incoming trucks, they need to be weighed when they get to the site, get loaded, and then get weighed on their way out. And I have a really good example from one of our customers utilizing connected loadout, where they have one pile of material is in a different location.
Yep.
So their trucks, before they had this tool, their trucks would go up to the scale house, wait in line, get weighed, back to the pile, get loaded, up to the scale house again, wait in line a second time, and they're telling us now they're saving 20 to 30 minutes per every truck. That quickly adds up in idle time and fuel consumption and your cost.
So real quick, what are some of the things that you're hearing at the show this week? Like, what are some of the tools that people are most interested in?
I'd say two major things. It's productivity and it's safety. They're asking about collision mitigation system, being able to avoid collisions on site, being able to see each other, and the map speed limiter has been a big topic as well, which is where the machines will automatically slow down.
So we only have a few minutes left, so what should someone do if they're interested in knowing more about these productivity services?
I know there are some details attached to this session that you can download. If you're in Vegas this week, come see me or one of my colleagues. We're at the booth today and tomorrow.
In the Solutions Hall mostly, right?
We are in the Solutions Hall at the back of our booth. And if you're not able to make it here, reach out to your dealer, let them get in touch with me. I'd love to have a conversation.
Thanks so much, Jenny, for sharing all of this information. I'm super fascinated by this. I love today. All the more about Site Solutions. And as I said, and our viewers, if you need any additional details, scroll down to the download tabs, and you can actually see what we were talking about and get a closer look. You can also click the Let's Connect button to get in touch with your local dealer and talk more about how these might look on your site. That's more. There's more from Volvo at ConExpo Live, including a segment with Volvo experts and AME on the top trends impacting the future of construction. That's next. You won't want to miss it. Stick around.